different energy, right?
To anything any different than that. And I think therein lies the problem.
I mean, you listen to the old tracks and you hear, they're telling a story. Nowadays, I can't follow. I can't follow the music. It's like, where are we going? And it's different now. When I listen, I mean, when I think about it, you say that you started writing songs early, correct?
Yeah, I think the first time I wrote a song called "Late Again" when I was in junior high school.
All right. Was a lot of songs in your head at the time, and that was just an outlet to write it?
Yeah, I think the chordal sequence that I was playing on the piano was probably very similar to stuff that I was hearing on the radio. And then I just sort of put my own little melody to it,
Right.
I don't necessarily think that many of today's young people that are writing, I don't know that they're really influenced by what's going on around them. They would probably tell us that they're writing from what's happening right then and there in their hood, in their head, in their circle, It's kind of like the monkey see, monkey do syndrome.
Right.
If everybody else is writing about going out and snatching somebody's money when they're at the ATM, then I'm going to write about that. If everybody else is writing about getting high, I'm going to write about getting high. If everybody is writing about let's get lit and let's have a party and let's have a lot of liquor, then I'm going to write about that. Then we have the trendy songs, like this new song that's out now called Boots on the Ground.
Right.
That's like, those things are kind of cute. It's fashion to dance. It's where people go out and have fun. The old and the young can get up and do it, and they sling their fans. It's that's kind of fun. Or like when Tamia and Grant were doing their little dance at home to her song. The next thing you know, we had the Tamia line dance. Those kind of things are fun. We've always had that kind of stuff. Trendy things like that happen in music. It's kind of harmless.
All right.
Tell us about your relationship with Babyface. I saw on your bio that you met him in the 70s with, I believe you and his brother was in the group, Melvin. How's your relationship with Babyface?
May Melvin rest in peace, who was one of the greatest R&B singers that I've ever heard. Melvin and I were affiliated in an R&B situation where we needed somebody to fill in that could really deliver songs in that soulful kind of manner that he could do. And I had to go out to the Edmonds home. Whoa, are we all gone?
No, I'm right here.
Went away.
Yeah.
Are we back?
Yeah.
I'm right. I see you. You froze. You froze, Mr. Johnson. You frozen. All right, you back.
Yeah, you guys went away. You weren't even populating. You were circling. You were circling the block. So I went out to
it's probably Melvin telling you, hey man, don't tell all my business now.
Maybe that's what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went out to the Edmonds home to take these records for Melvin to learn. And he just sort of said, this is my younger brother, Kenny. It was just sort of a passing moment. Didn't think anything about it. Then 3 years later, when I was managing the group Manchild, one of the members of Manchild had been in a group with Kenny earlier on called Tarnished Silver. And Kenny was now a senior in high school. And this was the week that he was graduating from high school, is the same week that he joined Manchild, which is really a wild situation. So that was 1976. And he and I have been great friends since then. We have a long-standing relationship, and it's a great thing. And I'm so proud that my cousin Bootsy Collins named him Babyface, and his career's just blossomed into something that, I always knew that the guy had it in him, but I don't know that I knew it would be like this. It's like, wow.
I didn't know Bootsy Collins has something to do with it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bootsy Collins walked into a recording studio one time while Kenny was in there laying down a track, and he said, "That's Babyface." And it's like we get these nicknames that stick, and next thing you know, that's our name, you know, like UncleJamz, and now we have Babyface, you know.
Wow.
And I remember when the deal was out on tour with Luther Vandross and DeBarge, and they were introducing him each night when he would sing this song called Sweet November, which was on one of the Deal albums. And they'd say that was Kenny Edmonds, and it would just be sort of a tepid audience response. Once Bootsy did the nickname thing and they started, that's Babyface, and the girls would start screaming, you know, it's all in a name, you know, like
Right.
Babyface seems to resonate better with screaming females in the audience and saying that's Kenny Edmonds. So, you know, it is what it is.
Exactly.
But he's Babyface now, totally branded and totally all the way there. And I'm so proud of him.
Well warranted. I mean, he's running with it. He's doing big things.
A lot of